Hello and welcome to Chapter 6, Lesson 14. Today we're going to talk about dividing decimals by powers of 10. Now when we talk about powers of 10, we're talking about 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Okay, and remember these can also be written as 10 to the first power, 10 to the second power, 10 to the third power. Notice the connection between the exponent and the number of zeros in our answer, or in the number we're looking at. 10 to the fourth power. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how can we divide decimals by powers of 10. Let's get started. Laura needs to make 10 payments to pay for her new motorized scooter. How much will each payment be if the scooter costs $219.50? So what we're looking at here is we're going to be taking $219.50 and dividing it by 10. So the first way is just divide, right? 2 divided by 10 can't do it, so I'm going to go over to 21 divided by 10, that'd be 2, minus 20, the usual way. Divide it out. But another way is really all we did is we went from our original number of $219.50, when I divided it by 10, I got $21.95. So notice what happened to our decimal. It went from being here to here. It just moved back one spot when I divided it by 10. So that's what it's telling us here. Dividing a decimal by 10 moves the decimal point one place to the left. Just like when we multiplied by 10, our decimal moved one place to the right. It got bigger, but when we divide numbers, they get smaller. So we have to move the decimal to the left. And we can think about this as, hey, this was about 219, and this is 21. 21 is smaller than 219, so I know I moved it the right direction. So each payment will be $21.95. Get our dollar sign in there. So down here, to divide a decimal by a power of 10, move the decimal point to the left, the same number of zeros as in the power of 10. This is also the same number as the exponent on 10. So let's look at this a little closer. Example 2. In the past 10 to the 2 years, which is just 100, right? Scientists measured the movement of the continents to be 190 and 5/10 centimeters. If the continents moved the same amount each year, how much did the continents move in 1 year? So they said in 100 years, this is how far they moved. So I'd have to take 190 and 5/10 and divide it by 100. Okay, so our first option is we could just divide it out. But again, look, 190 and 5/10, and our final answer was 1 and 905 thousandths. So all I did is I moved my decimal 2 spots to the left. My answer went from 190 down to 1. That got smaller. So we could just do that. So we look at the 2, move it back, boop, boop, 1 and 905 thousandths. The continents moved 1 and 905 thousandths centimeters in 1 year. Check using multiplication. If I multiply by 100, it's just boop, boop, back to 190 and 5/10. Okay, let's practice. 7 and 2/10 divided by 10. I'm going to scooch it 1 to the left. So I would get 0 and 72 hundredths. Check using multiplication. So 0 and 72 hundredths times 10. Move it back. Boop. 7 and 2/10. Okay, 21 and 5/10 divided by 10 to the second power. So that means I need to bring it back twice. 1, 2, 0, and 215 thousandths. Check with multiplication. Times 100, right, or 10 to the second power, boop, boop, equals 21 5/10, which checks out. Dividing it by 10 to the third power. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. So I need to input my 0. So my answer is 0 and 192 10,000ths. Okay, so if I take that, I need 2 zeros, not just one. 0,192 times 1,000, 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. So I would get 19 2/10. Yep, that's what I should get. All right. I don't know. I can do more examples, but I think I'm just going to stop there and we can practice in school. So thanks for watching to the very end, and we'll see you later.